the next episode, the post NFT NYC episode of the Apewell podcast. I'm joined as always by Kaizen and my boy OG Ty. I'm Paper Ape, and this is the Apewell podcast, like I just said. I'm getting way too ahead of myself. Y'all can tell I've been out of the game for a couple weeks now.
Been out of the game. Hey, we all have, man. What's up, everybody?
Yeah. So we not too many updates because we've all been partying for the last week or so. But Vision Dex, the Apewell membership NFT is minting tomorrow, public launch. So just keep an eye out for that. I'll be posting all about it on socials like I already have. And yeah, I'm really just excited to start creating some content for that full time and really just lean into it hard and find some gems throughout this bear market. Have y'all looked into the platform at all?
Man, I haven't had time to dig deeply, but I read your string about it, but no, I haven't tried to connect and dive in yet.
Hell yeah. I'm excited for when y'all do. I'm excited to just see what you guys think about it. I've already seen people climbing up the leaderboards for just reading articles and participating, and it's pretty cool to just see the numbers going up. So
wow,
yeah, I'm excited about
I didn't know it was live, so that's on me. I thought it was still being developed. That's amazing.
Yeah, no worries at all. I kept it stealth on purpose because I opened up minting for the whitelist, I think the day I flew out to New York last week. And then really we were just working through the like last kinks and bugs in the site just to make sure that it's all ready to go for public launch. And so it's been tirelessly working since I got back these past 2 days, but finally last night we got the last fixes pushed through, and yeah, everything's ready to go. So I'm super excited just to show that and then see what everyone thinks.
No, wow. That's fire, Paper. I'm pretty sure I have the Vision Index in my wallet, and I'm literally logging on.
I heard that.
You heard it.
Yeah.
That was live. I was live logging into the Vision Dex app right now.
We getting the first impression right now. Yeah, I haven't released any kind of teasers on the actual dashboard of it yet. So yeah, I'm excited to hear what you think about that. But we can probably save that for the next episode once you've had some more time to use it. Because I really want to talk to y'all about NFT NYC and see what you guys thought about the different events that we attended and everything like that. I know we spent a lot of time at Ape Fest, so I guess we can just start with that. What were y'all's initial thoughts?
Kaizen?
I thought it was great. Or go ahead. What were we saying, Ty?
No. I just said Kaizen, like you first. I was lucky enough to get that +1 from you for Monday night. So shout out to you for getting me in an extra night. That was awesome.
That was great. That was so fun, man. Like I got to go 3 of the nights, and I think you guys both got to do the 4th night. I did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and missed the closing.
Okay.
But that energy, that first night, like, is probably a lot of my own energy. Like I was really feeling the vibe. Like even though the acts weren't the strongest acts, I just, everybody was so hyped just to be there. It felt a little different the next couple nights, but it was, man, each night was it was great. I mean, they just Yuga Labs has set the bar so high. Like I saw some threads about it. Like, I mean, it did kind of just feel like a music festival. Like it was.
Right?
They're just top notch. They just nailed it.
It was a big party, and I only went the first and the last night, but the first night, like you said, it was kind of just a vibe. You know what I mean? I think even like performance wise, just with the Roots and like LCD sound system, I think making a brief appearance there, well, however that kind of went down. It was like a lot of people happy to be here. Like, what's up? And then it kind of got progressively, like, next show was a little bit different, Lil Baby, different acts. Future shut it down. Fuck my life. I can't believe I missed getting that airdrop ticket.
Oh, my God.
But I did go the last night, and that was fucking awesome. Weezy, Snoop, Eminem. Like, I've seen Weezy perform twice before, but I've never seen those other guys, so that was awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, Wheezy's a
I
great
want to hear
performer.
more. I want to hear more about that last night. Like, I had FOMO, man. I was sitting at the airport with the delayed flight. And
Oh man,
I just
last night
I
was
had so
good.
much FOMO.
It really was. I had a great time last night. I don't know if it went longer or if they were serving more drinks or letting more people in or what, but it was like, we missed you that last night, bro.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I will
appreciate
say we didn't bring enough joints that last night. I ran through them by the time Lil Wayne was still up there, and then had like not enough left for Snoop. So
Oh no.
gotta learn how to ration better.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you got to save something for the main event. Definitely.
Yeah, out of all the days though, because for me, I was lucky enough to see music performances pretty much all the nights, and I will say Monday was the worst out of the whole week. I'll just put
Yep.
it bluntly like that.
Yep.
Was
I
it
agree.
really?
Yeah, I mean, allegedly the main performer was supposed to be Bieber, but he was having the health problems. So I guess like for a replacement, a probably last second replacement, Questlove was still pretty good. I was telling my girl that morning that was like, or not that morning, earlier on that night. Like they should have a DJ up there, like a legit DJ, because that place would go wild. And I feel like Questlove was kind of that, but definitely got the vibes going. I was
Yeah.
a big fan of Future. Like, he's one of my favorite rappers, so I'm pretty biased, but Wednesday was one of my favorites.
Yeah,
Well,
he was
did any-
amazing, and I'm not that familiar with him, and so just for me coming in off the street, I was really impressed, man. He put on a really good show.
I was kind of sad that Eminem didn't end up performing anything.
Yeah, that's weird. That's a little weird, right?
Yeah, he came on stage with Snoop to announce that new song that they collabed on with the Apes.
Yep.
And he just left the stage after that and never came back.
Yeah, that's weird. Man, I'm sure it's contractual thing, right? Like
Yeah.
Snoop is. I feel like Snoop, like he's more into this brand, and then maybe he was willing to take something low, or he's part of the family, and then Eminem is like, yeah, you can pay me $10 million and I'll do it. But
Yeah, right. Otherwise, I'm just coming out for our one song.
yeah, exactly.
Shut it
Exactly.
down. Kick it in the green room with Lil Wayne and everybody
Yep.
else. Like the last night was cool because tons of people made those little cameos almost. Like Dave East was out there. Bobby
Yeah.
Schmurda on
Bun
stage.
B.
Started dancing for a little bit. Bun B.
B
Bun
was
B
on
too,
stage.
really?
Yeah, for like one song with do you know Spotty Wi-Fi, the CryptoPunk
Yeah,
rapper?
yeah.
Yeah, Spotty was the opener on the last day, and then he brought out Dave East for a song, and I think Bun B also. And that was pretty cool. I wasn't expecting anything like that. And then I think Corday, if you're familiar with him,
Yeah.
he came out during Snoop's set, maybe. It was somebody towards the end of the night, but that was a cool other little special guest.
Yeah, and man, I think Ty said it. I mean, it was their vibe was party, right? Like, I think and that's honestly that's what most of the events I went to felt like, was just a party. I know I skipped the Doodles event. It was that or go to Moonbirds, and I was just like, man, I'm not even really a Doodles holder. I had a duplicator and got the pass, but Moonbirds, I feel like I'm part of that community. So I had to go to that, but Doodles had like a presentation and like launching Doodles 2 and all that.
I saw that the Doodles called the event, like I think it was that opening night, a shareholder event.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure I saw
Okay.
it somewhere. Like on Twitter or something. Like I might have been in one of their keynotes, or might have just been somebody else saying that's what it was. But so maybe verify it. But I thought I saw that somewhere, and I thought that was pretty tight.
I like
that's
the idea
interesting.
of NFT holders being the new shareholders.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that's kind of what it is.
What else
Yeah.
did you think about the Moonbird thing, Kaizen? Since
Man.
I know you were there.
Yeah, I was there. I was there physically, man, only like halfway mentally throughout the night, because we went to Ape Fest for 2 hours, jumped in a Uber. I was rolling with Roberto.
Oh yeah.
So we jumped into an Uber, rolled in, got in the line, and it was cool, man. We were chilling with Paper Ape in the line with his girl, and Roberto went and got some beer. So it's like it was a long line, but we were just talking about the markets, talking shit with people in the line, and got inside and it was free merch. That's the first thing we did is we got a drink and got some. You get to choose 2 items from the merch, and it was high quality stuff. Like
that's pretty cool.
And David,
I swear there were
right
some
there.
people that would just go in there, get their merch, then hop right back in line. It was like, why not?
Roberto did. I think he just did it twice, but he was trying to get a few, like everything. So
yeah, I don't blame him. Those hats are sick.
Yeah.
Respect the hustle.
Yeah,
I agree. I know.
The thing that struck me the most about the Moonbirds party is just it's a completely different vibe than the Apes. Not completely different, but it seems more formal, like more businessy. Not in a bad way either, because we're all still Web3 degens. It just has a more professional vibe to it, if that makes any sense. Like people were still getting down and everything, but you know.
Yeah, it's a little different demographic, I think. Like maybe a little, like you said, like mature, a little bit older, maybe. And the founders did come out and address everybody, which was cool. Like I don't think that happened at Ape Fest when I was there. Like the founders were vibing with people and taking pictures, but they never came out and like said anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, they came out. They said the next 60 days are going to be insane. And so as a holder, I'm like, man, what are we doing? Like, so I'm super excited to see what all's coming out.
That's awesome. Cool. I must have missed that.
Yeah, I didn't see that paper. You got any birds?
No, but honestly, I want to get one somehow after going to that party. Like, it's so funny. My arc with the Moonbirds, I started out just completely fudding them at first, and then I did the research on it, and I'm like, all right, these are pretty cool. And then I attended one of their events, and I'm like, damn, like I should get one of these now. So, I think they've proven themselves, to me at least. And I mean, that's a good sign. I think they have a really strong community, and it's not like, I don't see them abandoning ship anytime soon, which is exactly what you need if you're going to be building a community like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't try and like pump stuff too much, but like I'm as bullish on Moonbirds as I am anything else. Like,
that's cool.
And especially when they first launched, and like right after I got mine, after a couple days, like there was so much fun, especially from the Apes, and I was just like biting my tongue, like not getting into those Twitter wars about it. And it's like I just, I don't know, man. I think that they're with his relationships, Kevin Rose's relationships, like he's in the perfect position to make this happen.
I think a lot of the FUD, just speaking from my perspective, came from the fact that the project achieved blue chip status so fast. Speaking, because I'm not somebody who followed Kevin Rose very closely. I wasn't familiar with him before Moonbirds, so I didn't realize his whole background and connections within the industry. And yeah, so I think it just caught people off guard on how good of a project that they had built, and it just kicked off right from the launch, and it's delivered ever since.
Yeah, I became familiar with, I'd heard the name, like he founded Dig, like I knew of him, but I didn't get to feel like I got to know him until I went back, and he has the Proof podcast. And so when I got into Web3 and NFTs, like I found that pretty quickly and then went back. And so he had already been doing like a year, 18 months of interviews with Beeple, Snowfro from our blocks, like the guy that did Ringers, Dimitri, and like all those people, man. So he's the one that introduced me to, through the podcast to all those people, and and he's friends with all those guys. So
how long have you been listening to that podcast?
Man, probably like 10 months. About 10 months ago is when I stumbled into it.
Okay.
Yeah, I've only listened to one episode where he was talking about moonbirds just while I was trying to understand the whole project, and that's
Yep.
what listening to him talk is when you can really understand this guy gets it. And I
Yes.
think that's
Yeah.
what you need whenever you're going to be the sole leader of a project like he's got. So as soon as I
And
can get on board, I will definitely try to be doing that. But are there any other events that you guys attended? Like, how was Cooltopia? I didn't get to attend that, but I heard a lot of good things.
Ty, did
I
you get to go?
No, dude, I unfortunately missed it. I had a firestorm on my last day, and I
Oh
had to
no.
pull an audible. I know, I felt awful, dude. But yeah, I ended up missing it. I heard nothing but good things. I saw people talking about how it was the coolest NFT event they ever went to, and I'm kicking myself for not making it to.
They did a good job, man. I stumbled in there. I ran into Kills and his brother, and I went right into the merch line. I had to get my son the Cool Cats plush,
Hell yeah.
and it was great, man. Like it was. I was impressed, man. I've been underwhelmed by really everything they've done the last like 3 to 4 months. Like they've not hit the bar, and I was really expecting to be disappointed in it. And they nailed it, man. Like the highlight for me is I got to meet Klon for the first time.
Oh,
Like
hell yeah.
yeah, we know Elu. He's in the Austin community, one of the founders, and I met Klon, man, and like Klon is the only reason why Heaven's a great guy, but Klon is the reason why I'm still holding my Cool Cat. And I just told him, man, like I'm a huge fan of your art, and I love this thing that you built. And the thing that he said, he's like, yeah, man, this is like an art installation, and that just blew my mind, man. It was like this fun, interactive thing that he started off drawing these cartoons on a piece of paper, and he turned it to life in a way that I don't think any artist ever really has, maybe
That's-
outside of Walt Disney. But he made that whole room, man, like the whole building, into a living, breathing art installation, and it was pretty fucking sick.
Yeah. That's so
What are your
cool.
thoughts on? I've seen the narrative that people think Cool Cats could be one of the next big kids brands. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Man, my son loves it. I showed him the cool night is a really good with KNIGHT is a great Cool Cat follow, and he posted this like 2 to 3 minute like hype reel of Cooltopia. My son watched it like 10 times in a row. Like it's, I think just with my own son's example, I think they absolutely have the potential to do that. But I'm just, again, with the leadership, whoever the old CEO was, like I don't know if they have the right person to do it right now. But if they, make the right steps, they could absolutely do that. And that's something that they've talked about, man. They do a weekly town hall. They want to build. They've said they want to build like their own kind of Disney World. And so, Cooltopia was like proof of concept. And who knows if any big hitters were there that are want to fund that. And to me, it has the potential, but they need to have the right partners.
Yeah. I saw something too about additional character sets. I don't know the right term that they used in the tweet, but there was like a crocodile maybe and like some other ones. And there was like a whole lineup, and it made it look like there might be a few other maybe PFP collections coming out with more than just cats.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that'd be sick.
on that topic, Cool Pets. Would you guys think that could be a good bet if you're looking to get in like exposure into the Cool Cats ecosystem? I don't know too much about Cool Pets other than I'm pretty sure they give you milk. So I mean, if that's worth something, if they end up making those good hires and end up building something like that is long lasting, I don't know. What do y'all think about Cool Pets?
I mean, I don't know enough about the Cool Pets, to be honest, and like to go into specifics. So Kaizen, I'm sure you can answer this much better than I. But I think Cool Cats and Pets got mad potential, like especially with everything I've heard from Cooltopia, and even at the price point that they were at and where it was holding around 3, like that is a global brand right there. That is a brand that the kids love. It's beautiful art too, just by itself. Like you said, Klan is the man. So I don't know. Like halfway going back to your previous question, like yeah, I think the brand could pop. I think they might have got over some early shortcomings and maybe even got pumped up too quick, too fast last summer, in all honesty, like a lot of these projects do. And part of that was probably
Yeah.
just, But yeah, I don't know enough about the pets, but I would love to. I think now is an excellent time to get into the community if you can.
Yeah, I agree, man. And the pets have gone just kind of, they've stabilized, but they had a really, I want to say they were up to pre-reveal like 2 to 3 ETH, and they've gone straight down to like 0.3. I think they're probably 0.3, 0.35. And
Yep.
so
I was looking last night.
you can buy the eggs unrevealed, and then you have to play the Cooltopia game, and it takes maybe 15 days of playing every day to reveal your pet. And so that's what I would recommend doing. Just roll the dice, maybe draw something rare. And the eggs are usually a little bit off the floor, but you can find them on the floor, man. Like, I think it's a really strong play.
I was looking last night. The floor was, I think, 0.37 for a cool pet whenever I was looking, and the lowest egg was 0.4. So it's basically on the floor, just like you said. I'm not sure about how that community cares about the upside on rarity. If you pull a rare, would that be a big win?
Well, you would need to pull a legendary and like a 1 of 1, and there's been 3 legendaries revealed, and I don't know the full. It's a 20K collection, just like mutants. So I mean, there's got to be, if there's 10, man, there's still 7 on the board. So
true.
That's my alpha on it, and that's what I'm doing. That's my play on it. I'm buying eggs, and my son and I are playing the game, and I'm done with the game. I'm bored with it, but my son still loves it. So
that's cool.
But he's doing the work, man. He wants to get a legendary, man. So we're playing the game.
Hell yeah. I'm definitely gonna look into that over like these next couple of weeks while the market's still a little bit down. I like these affordable NFT plays. But I think that's probably a good transition into the market recap, since we all just got back from New York. Weren't really paying attention to the markets at all last week, and so I can just speak from my own perspective, but I've been just catching up on work these past 2 days since I've been back, and honestly haven't had that much time to look at floor prices or anything. Kai, I know you're in the same boat as me, but Kaizen, I think you've had maybe a little bit more time than us to look at some of the floor prices, so I figure we'll start with you. What do you think about the market right now? What are you looking at?
Man, I still, just broad, big picture, I think we're still in that zone where people are really hesitant to buy. I haven't seen a whole lot of movement, and that's good. Like, we're not in that free fall mode. The thing that I saw really pumping is art blocks. And I actually got to go to an art blocks event. I met Seb, who from Crypto Art Day. His drop was, I think, on Monday, and that's when I ran into him, and I was like, man, I want to mint it. He's like, it's still open. And by the time I went to mint it, when I got back into Austin, it was already sold out and the floor was already way up.
Oh, damn.
So I totally missed that. But I went to an art blocks thing and saw Snowfro and a few people talk. It was at the Samsung studio, and it was just unbelievable, man. Like, they had 4 big events in NYC, and that was one of them. But their floors, man, I think I have 4 or 5 art blocks thing, and 3 of the 4, the floor price has doubled since I left Austin on Sunday. So there was something.
I own the wrong art blocks collections.
Yeah. But I mean, everything I have was less than 1E. So I mean, I went from 0.3 to 0.6 and stuff like that. So I mean, it's nice, but it's not life changing for me. And they're starting to retrace already, which is I don't know, like people FOMO buy into stuff, and I don't know. That's how it's always going to be, I think, with art blocks, man. There's going to be these moments when they pump, and then all the FOMO traders are surprised when it stops, and then they start to sell.
Yeah. Do you think we're in the peak peak right now, or it's on the run up?
I think they're starting to, things I'm watching are kind of like slowly starting to fall back.
Okay.
So, one of them, Chromie Squiggle, got down to 5.5 a couple weeks ago. Now it's like 9. The floor was up to like 12, and now it's starting to pull back.
Squiggles, I think squiggles are a grail, to be honest. And if I haven't been paying attention to them, but there was a time like last summer, last fall, where I was pretty heavy tracking the Art Blocks projects before they really all went down bad.
Yep.
Yep. There's a few grails and art blocks. Definitely agree on squiggles, Fidenzas, and then there's one more that I can't remember the name for some reason. But
the Ringers is a big one, but
I think that might be it.
Yeah, there's a couple I'd like to get my hands on.
Yeah, I'm thinking we might have just got a pump from everybody that went to New York and saw all the new things coming out, and I don't know, maybe we're getting back to reality where the macro market, like everything going on right now, doesn't look great for at least right now. So maybe these pumps aren't sustainable. That's kind of how I'm playing it. I think there might be some short-term opportunities in a few of these projects, but I wouldn't want to risk too much money right now.
No.
Until like anything's confirmed. It was kind of surprising to me at how little lack of announcement. Like, I expected there to be a lot of announcements that happened in New York, but there really wasn't that much.
No. That does kind of bring us over into the Doodles thing. That was number 2 for me to bring up was they had that duplicator that they dropped, and they announced Pharrell's going to be the head of Doodles music division, and he's already building a curated album with different artists. And Doodles 2 is going to be aimed at the mainstream collector, like the average person, and they're going to put it on a different chain. They didn't announce which one yet. And there's going to be millions of them. So they're trying to really, using music, using animation, just try and bring in average people into the NFT space. And it's a huge play, man. If they pull it off, then they're going to win. But it's a huge gamble. So I don't know, man. I'm going back and forth about it. I don't have a Doodles right now. I've almost bought one. They're retracing. They got up to almost 14. Now they're at 12.25. So that's another huge thing. That was probably the announcement that was on my radar.
That Pharrell announcement? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing to come out of NFT NYC, to be honest.
Yeah,
I do too.
That's pretty
I'm
nuts.
excited to see what they actually end up doing with that. Can I give y'all some alpha real quick? If y'all want, if you guys want some, if you guys want to see an Apewell article on the Doodles.
Alpha alert.
Quick little vision decks. I don't know what you want to call it, but I'll show y'all what we got going on live right now. This is going to be like the future of just community generated content creation on the platform. So let me log into MetaMask real quick and I'll show y'all. But right now we basically, so I've set it up where everyone can submit their community's ideas and whatnot. And then we all vote basically on people's different ideas, and I'll write about whoever votes for the winning stuff. So it's all proven on chain. So like, if I don't do whatever the community picks, it's all out there. But if you guys want to see something on Doodles, hop in there and go vote for the Doodles duplicator. I've been wanting to look into this also, especially after the announcement. So add to this vote, and then you can see it happen.
Dang, doing a live
vote
now on
stream. I'm gonna vote, man.
Oh yeah, appreciate it. This is what I've been. This is why I'm bullish on, just to show my own bags real quick. I just want like community. I want the market to choose what we write about. I feel like, I mean, the people who have the money are gonna be the ones looking at this stuff, and if you just if they vote for what they want to see, and it turns out to be something real, then why would I don't know. I just think it's an efficient way to go about things.
Okay.
But hell yeah, get your votes in is what I'm saying if you want to see them.
So ETH is ethereal, right? I didn't just take one ETH out of my wallet with the vote.
No, it shows that on the on Snapshot, 1 ETH equals 1 NFT. So like I think I have 2 Vision Dexes in my wallet now, so my vote counted twice, and that's basically how that works.
Right on,
So
right on.
like if you really want a lot of control over the content, you can buy a lot, but I limited the mint to 3.
So, well, yeah, I just got a vote in, so it looks like Boodles is holding strong.
Hell yeah, I appreciate that. That means yeah, you get XP for voting also. So you're gonna be climbing up the ranks in the leaderboard. We're gonna do giveaways and all that type of stuff for the top ranked people. So
Yes,
so get your research from there, and we'll reward you.
hey, this is awesome, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just voted, man. I just voted.
I appreciate that. Like this is what I'm so excited to show people, and this I don't know. It's to me this is a whole new blog experience. Like it gets the community involved, and we can just have some fun doing it. Like you could go through the bear market just doing research by yourself, and then just talking to yourself and coming up with your own strategies, or you can do it with a group of people who are interested in the same stuff. So it's kind of just a way to like hold everyone over through the bear market, and hopefully we end up actually finding some really cool hidden gems that collectively make us a lot of money. That's the name of the game for me, at least.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And hey, I've got one tandem thing, guys, and this is going back to NYC. Is I saw Solana on there, and I did end up at that Solana boat party my last night, Thursday night, Wednesday night. Yeah.
Damn, that's sick.
How was that?
And it was cool, man, but the people were cool. It was the open bar, and it was like the same kind of party boat they did for Apes last year. So it was like, I felt like I got to kind of experience that same thing. But the NFT side was so confusing to me, man. Like it was multiple ape derivatives. And as we, you're just bullshitting with people. Hey, what are you into? I had never heard of any of them. And I know some of the Solana NFTs, but like the things that people were using as PFPs, I'd never seen. And these guys were like flexing their fake apes, and I was just like trying to be nice about it, but it was still like weird to me. Like that's the thing that you're going to identify with is just like a copy of a Bored Ape. Like I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just too much in the bubble with you guys with the real apes, but I just don't get it, man. Like the not okay bears, I get it. Like it's different, but when you're just doing, hey, these are like stoned apes, like I don't know, man. Like I can understand buying it, but using that as your identity, I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm not big on like those type of derivatives. You know what I mean? Like damn near ones. I don't know about Solana NFTs either. I mean, just from like what Function posts, pretty much. Shout out to Function, but like degens and I don't know. I feel like there's like primates are out now, like those techno looking like robot apes.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
And okay. Yeah, like it, and then like Solana monkey business maybe.
Yeah, yep. I'm not really like too familiar with the Solana stuff either, but during the bear markets, one of my things that I focused on the last time, like in 2018, is just finding the projects where they have a lot of developers working on like just applications on those chains. So that's what drove me to ETH. And honestly, I've been just like working with the guys at Breakthrough, like Jackson and those guys. They do a lot of stuff with Solana also, and have been going to a lot of those conferences. And it seems like there's a lot of developers that are starting to develop on Solana. So I've been thinking about, since the prices are lower, starting to possibly dollar cost average into some Sol over these next few months. But it's just something I'm watching. I'm kind of in the same boat as y'all. I don't know that much about any of the NFTs on Solana, and I don't really care about them that much because it doesn't seem like there's much substance there. But I think long term, that could change. But who knows? At least OpenSea has Solana integration already.
Yeah.
Yep. And man, I'm cheering for them. Like, I mean, I'm not doing anything actively to push them up, but I mean, if there's another chain that's a viable option, then that's better for us. But yeah, I just haven't taken the time, man. There's too much going on ETH already.
Yeah. What if the Doodles end up moving to Solana?
Wow,
think that'll
shit.
I don't know. Were they supposed to be moving to L2 or just a different chain?
They would not say. They were non-committal. It sounds like they're probably still figuring it out, but
Makes
they
sense.
definitely, yeah, they didn't know yet.
So
Gotcha.
is that some of the duplicators too stuff?
Yeah, so my understanding is if you own a doodle and okay, hold on. If you own a duplicator, you can contact somebody that owns a doodle and you can duplicate their trait onto your doodles 2 and create a doodles 2 off of whatever traits that you like.
Interesting.
And
So you can talk to like multiple owners?
Yeah, so you just basically, they're going to create a marketplace where, yeah, you post your doodles, log them into that site, and then you can say, hey, look, I'm selling my Viking hat for 0.001 ETH. Anybody wants to duplicate it?
That's interesting.
Okay. So you need like one duplicator per trait?
No, well, you can use the duplicator over and over again.
No way.
But you can, and that's why the supply is going to be millions for the doodles
That's what you
too.
were saying? Oh my
So-
god, dude.
So are you basically paying the owner of that trait to use their trait in their like duplicator, like whatever
Yeah.
comes out of the duplicator?
Yep, exactly.
That's cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
And,
Yeah, that's like
and
the
there's
best part about breeding and like Zed Run and some of these other games where it picks the random genes, but like you can actually pick what you want.
Yeah. And so the other step in this, which makes it even more confusing, is the entry point to be able to do any of that is you need a Genesis box. And so that's what they just launched. And so the Genesis box is really the door, and they sell those in US dollars. So if I was just a random guy that was into this new Pharrell album and wanted to try it, I buy a Genesis box, and then that's your entry into this whole ecosystem. So the Genesis box connects to the duplicator connects to the original doodle, and then bam, that's you're building your character, your Doodles 2 guy within this Genesis box.
Is
Yo.
the Genesis box an NFT?
Boom.
I think so. I didn't buy one, man. I got in the line on Thursday. I was gonna swing by there, man. I was too faded from the night before and just went back home.
So are they on OpenSea right now?
I'm checking because they
Man.
just launched that. That was let me see.
I'm scanning through Gym right now and I haven't seen it yet, but I'll let y'all know.
Yeah, I'm gonna check. Maybe I've got the name wrong, but I thought it was Genesis box.
Doodles.
Yeah, they don't have it as an official link on their Discord. So maybe it's not. This marketplace isn't open yet, so maybe it's just something you buy in US dollars. And
Interesting.
We'll see what Pharrell has in store for us. I was gonna joke earlier saying that's who the Cool Cats need to hire. They need to get a Pharrell on their side.
yeah, who would be a good celebrity to promote them?
To promote who? Which ones?
Cool Cats.
Cool Cats. Okay.
I remember Mike Tyson. He was one of the first celebrities I saw rock a Cool Cats profile picture. I was like, all right, I guess he's just gonna go hard in this community.
That's awesome.
That is, wow.
That would be funny to see it. Like somebody announced Mike Tyson as like somebody on the business exec side of their team.
Shout out to Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't.
yeah.
Sorry, Mike. I don't want any beef if you're watching. I promise you.
Man, I mean, we've had like, what is it? A few different boxers. Like Mayweather's had a few projects that were like rugs, and Sugar Sean O'Malley launched a PFP thing that kind of did nothing. Like, I hope if Tyson joins the space, man, like let's hope he comes on as an advisor, not as a cash grab.
Yeah, he's been in the space, but I think I honestly don't know. I don't follow him for his NFT takes, so I don't know if he's doing that kind of stuff or not. But I honestly
I love
don't know how the government or the Fed or not Fed, the FBI hasn't gone for Mayweather or the people that were doing all those scams. That makes no
Oh my
sense.
God.
Yo, I got a question for you guys. So coming out of NFT NYC, like, what are your top 4 projects?
Are you talking like projects that we saw at NFT NYC or just like in general after like?
Yeah, just like in general after, like who are the blue chips in your mind?
Okay, so like top 4, just in general, whether regardless if I own them or not.
Yep.
All right, let me think about this real quick.
I've got 3 of them. I'll say my 3, and the 4th one I'm not sure. I've got Yuga and Bored Apes, and so I guess I'll include CryptoPunks and the Mutants in that. Moonbirds, Doodles. I moved up based on the Pharrell thing, basically, and I'm not sure about number 4, man.
So
What about you, Ty? I'll think about my 4.
yeah, I mean, for me, it seemed like the top projects, even though cats had been dropping, like I've always thought that they were still a blue chip status just for the brand that they've already built and like their potential. So for me going in, I think like in order, it was probably Bored Apes, Doodles, and Cats. And I don't really think that's changed coming out of it. I think Moonbirds, from what you guys are telling me and everybody who I know went, has mad potential too. So maybe they're in that top 4 for me, but I wouldn't know like which spot to put 2, 3, and 4. I think that Pharrell announcement is huge. Like that's a rising tide raises all ships type of thing.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, just thinking through these, Bored Apes are top for me. Is obviously biased, but I think they're doing amazing. For number 2, honestly, I'm leaning towards Proof and Moonbirds, and not just because I went to the event and everything, but I mean that does play a role because I really like helped me understand the vibe of that whole community, and it does make sense, like everything about them now. So Moonbirds number 2, Clone X number 3. I think they didn't really have anything going on at NFT NYC, and their floor price has been going crazy. So I feel like there's some announcement that's about to come out. Like they're up 2 or 3 ETH in the past day or 2. So I think there's something brewing there. And then I guess that would leave probably Doodles for the number 4 spot, in my opinion.
Wow.
Paper, my bad, I missed number 3.
The clones, Clone X.
Clone X.
Yeah, that's up like 60% today. Sorry?
Did you do anything out in NFT NYC with Clone X or Artifact?
No, they didn't have anything. There was like a clone meetup that I think was just an informal one. I didn't know about it, so I didn't go. And I ended up not making it out to that Murakami exhibit just because
Gotcha.
I was too hungover in the mornings. So, yeah, I don't think they really did anything. But apparently, the 3D models they've been making are coming out really soon, and I think that should be AR compatible and all this other stuff.
That's
so
cool.
I'm pretty sure that's what's causing some of this pump right now.
That's cool. I think the honorable mention projects coming out of New York is going to be, for me, would be Loser Club. They held 2 super dope events, one in Brooklyn and one at the World Trade Center. And Kyrie showed up. Shout out to Kyrie.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd love to hear more about how that event was.
I was working the Ripple House for both of the events. I couldn't get to the World Trade Center one, even though I had a ticket. But Marcus, who's the co-founder of Project Waves, our lead artist, went to both events, and he said it was super dope. Randy also went. Dalla went with him to the one in Brooklyn. So we got some pretty cool vlog footage, I think.
Oh, definitely want to see that. I saw Randy with the fire pictures from the Losers Club also, so I figured y'all rolled through to that. But yeah, just wanted to ask.
Yeah, we got some heat. And then I think Goblin Town too. Like just rolling around with the truck, throwing the only party that got like not shut down but like regulated by the cops a little bit outside. Like It was pretty dope. They were causing a scene like goblins do.
You ended up going to that, right?
Dude, I couldn't get in. It was mayhem outside.
Damn. I heard
Yeah.
the line was like crazy long and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, it was. It was like the stoop had like stairs on both sides. So they were just getting mobbed from both sides. And then the cops showed up and tried to throw a bunch of people in line.
Whoa.
So after all of that, like after seeing what Goblin Town did in New York, do you think you'd put them in blue chip category?
I don't know about blue chip category, but I would say, you know, if they keep doing what they've been doing, they got a chance to build a nice brand. I think the longer it goes before they maybe do something or, you know, proves some catalyst that gets them there. Even though the community's hella strong, a lot of the artwork is really, really similar on the floor if you don't have those good pieces. So I think they got to move quick and keep executing, in my opinion. But I still like the Doodles or the Goblins. We had a lot of fun. It was cool. Those burgers were good.
Yeah, I
So
heard those
for-
burgers are fire.
Man,
Sorry,
the Goblins, I've been thinking about the Goblins a lot, and I really, they got to find a way to like keep their edge or like regain
Right.
that edge. Like when they doxed, I think that killed a lot of the mystique of it.
Yep.
And so if they can find a way to keep that going somehow or rebuild that, like, then the sky's the limit. And that's probably their biggest challenge, because that was being anon with no Discord and all that stuff, man. Like that, I thought that was just so cool the way they did it. And we'll see. I hope that they can figure something out to keep it going.
Right. Okay, so on that note, I guess the play I'm thinking about over here is flipping the Goblin for the Cool Cat.
I think that's to me, it's a safer bet, but I think the upside would be, I don't know.
And it's not quite 1-to-1 at this point. I think Goblins are
Okay.
about 3, Cats are about 4.
Yep.
But a cat for 1 ETH doesn't sound bad.
No.
Yeah, that is interesting. Do you already have a couple goblins, or did you sell one of yours?
I'm sitting on my last one. No burgers, no gobs.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough call. That's a tough call. For me, I don't know enough about either of those to have an opinion.
There.
Yeah, I've got the cat, man. So I would, obviously my answer is cat, because I could have flipped that for a goblin and I didn't. But man, yeah, all those, you guys, I'm sure your Twitter feeds were just filled with all that Cool Cat love, right? Like that's gotta turn into something,
right? That's kind of what I'm thinking.
And hey, did you guys see what happened to K Money? Like,
No.
he was complaining about getting bounced off of performing at the Goblin Town thing.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
No.
Yeah, well, he made this long thread, and then at some point, he was like, I didn't even leave my hotel room today because I was getting death threats. I'm scared for my life. And I fucking saw him that night at the Solana party, and he was just vibing with girls and laughing and filming videos. And like, so I was like, man, this guy's actually kind of full of shit. Like, he was not in his hotel room scared for his life. He was on the Solana boat, not caring about anything.
Damn, that's the tea right there.
Yeah.
I did. Kai and I briefly met him in line for hot dogs.
Okay.
And I mean, yeah, I did get some of those. Like, I can see what you mean without going into too much detail.
I didn't see it, so I'm not sure.
Yeah. Whatever, man. He's an entertainer. He can do his thing, but I just that specific thing that he was like, I didn't leave my hotel room. I was like, yeah, dude, you did.
Yeah, I don't like when people play victim for attention. Because I mean, it seems like that's the type of thing that was happening, and there's a lot of influencers that do that. Like, I think that's what really put me off about Farouk, and there's some other ones. So whenever I see that, it usually just it's a sign for me to start phasing them off of my Twitter feed.
Yeah.
Well, if he did in fact do that, smooth criminal, because he knew where no one was gonna find him.
Yeah.
Good call. Good
Yeah, we got
call.
Detective Kaizen on it.
Right?
All right.
Yeah, man.
Well,
Hey.
Ty, I know you got a hard stop at 1, so do we have to?
Yeah, I
start
gotta
wrap it up?
take another call, fellas. I gotta jump and handle some things on this end, but it was dope recapping with you guys. I'll hit you up for sure.
It was. Appreciate you joining, as always.
Of course. Shout out to Apewell, Project Waves, NFT NYC. It was so dope. See you guys in a couple days. Or
Let's
whatever.
go. Follow him on Twitter at Tytropolis. I think we could probably just wrap it up here. So thank you also, Kaizen, for joining. That's ATX8
great.
on Twitter. I'm Paper Ape, Paper_Ape on Twitter. We all got the alpha. We all got our own alpha. So you're gonna get a different flavor of crypto projects from each of our feeds. So why not give us all a follow? Hit up apewell.com. Do all that good stuff. Yeah. Any last words, you guys, before we head off?
No, man. Just keep being a degen, everybody. Stay in the game.
Just keep being a DJ.
Yes, sir. You can't win if you don't bet.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well,
Take it easy.
I'll see y'all next time. Enjoy the rest of the week, guys.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
See y'all next time.